Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Hale again. So today I'm going to preview your final project, which is the Unit 5 project. So in Unit 5, you were learning about limited reactants and excess reactants. And so just like, if you're going to make a sandwich at home, you can only make so many sandwiches based on how many ingredients that you have. So that's a very similar thing in chemical reactions. There is one of the reactants that determines how much product you can produce because it's limited. There's not very much of it. Just like if I was going to build a cheese sandwich, it would take a couple of pieces of bread and some cheese, and then I could make one sandwich, right? For every two pieces of bread and one cheese, I can make a sandwich. If I have three pieces of bread, I can't make two sandwiches. I have to have two pieces of bread and two cheeses to make two sandwiches. And so when you have something that is in excess or left over, that is the excess reactant. So in this case, as I'm building this sandwich, I can see that I have one piece of bread left over. So that is my excess. The thing that is determining how many sandwiches I can build is the cheese. So that is my limiting reactant. So the way that you can tell the difference between excess and limited is when the chemical reaction takes place and there's some left over, that is the excess. The thing that is completely used up that controls how much product you can create is actually the limited reactant. So again, in this example, I was making a cheese sandwich. I can do the same thing with meat and cheese. If I wanted to make a meat and cheese sandwich, I have to have one piece of meat and one cheese. And so that's going to determine that I can make one sandwich. Even if I have two pieces of cheese, three pieces of cheese, four pieces of cheese, that doesn't equal four sandwiches because I don't have bread and I don't have ham. So the excess reactant in this one would be the cheese, and the limited reactants in this would be the bread and the meat. So you can see how limited reactants work and how to determine those based upon your chemical reaction. Obviously, when we're working with chemicals and we're working with numbers, it becomes a little bit more complicated. But I hope you really enjoy kind of as you work through this, visualizing it in a real way that makes sense to you. So, all right, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks.